Hello guys and welcome to a new series. This is going to be the Total War Rome 2. I was going to say Warhammer. Well, this is an older game, but it has to be one of my favorites of the series that Total War has come out with. So we're going to go ahead and jump into a campaign. It's going to be with the Roman faction, of course, with the Julii. I have played the game before, so I do know the mechanics. I'm not really gonna talk about them in this video. We're gonna kind of just jump into the game. Basically, I'm probably gonna set my fleet to patrol. They're gonna patrol that, try to build up these areas quickly. As we are playing in Rome, we do have quite a bit of territory to start with, and right now it's just going to be kind of building up to be able to go into the wars that we're gonna, of course, jump into. Just some industry. Let's get Rome up to. Let's see. This one being a port. Let's do harbor. And go with that. I do want to push the advance already. I don't have any more funds. Research tree, gonna go for military. Don't think I have any allies, or actually I do have an ally. But
how can I be of assistance?
My spy this way, see if they have an army. Probably gonna go ahead and attack over here first.
No further orders.
Ready for battle.
Go ahead and jump. Oh, they did have an army right here. Alright, so gonna go ahead and fight this one. They are at a terrible disadvantage, but it would be nice to see the first battle. Alright, so we're just gonna have to decide. Just a little bit of fog. See if we can get past that. Dry, no effects. Alright, Alright, we're jumping into the first
I look
battle
around and
here.
I am proud to be your general.
General's
Any
saying it's
soldier would
encouraging
say
speech.
the same. Courage is in every one of you. That, my friends, is why I am
This will be our
confident of
general right here.
victory.
It's gonna be him right here. Now this is an early battle, so not gonna be anything too crazy.
Double time. In the
I
name of
will
Rome.
be attempting to take my town across the field here, because if I simply had them run, they will get exhausted. They will not be as effective in battle, and that is always one of the negative things. Is if they're tired, they just won't do well, and I'll end up losing. But we're gonna have them march here with this icon up here. That is basically saying that the enemy does not see these units. They are invisible, and we can see why, because we do have all the trees here blocking the path. But they do have a smaller army, but I'm still gonna be cautious. I don't want to lose a lot of men carelessly. So we're gonna try to march them up to here into the grass here, just to see if we can find the rest of the units here. They are hidden, so it's going to be a slow march here. I always liked the fact that even, you know, as the games have gone better and everything, they take the time for little things like this, the crouching, just showing that they're hidden. They want to remain hidden. Okay, these are the levies. These guys are basically peasants with just minimum training. They are going to be, as they say, very light missile infantry. They will not really stand and fight. They will break really quickly. We do have a little bit better trained. These are usually the early people coming into the army, given some more training. But yeah, they're also going to be our light missile infantry as well. But they are going to be better than the levies, so I'm going to rely more on these. I will probably disband these 3 units if I do not lose them by that time. So, because yeah, they honestly they won't hold their own if they do get attacked. But they are good at harassing the enemy. At least draw the attention towards them. So.
Quiet. Explain to speak.
So I'm kind of forming up here. So they still can't see me, but I still cannot see their units, even though I do outnumber them by a great deal, man.
Everyone is scared. Happy to serve.
Gonna be pushing up soon. Just trying to keep my main infantry close to these guys here, because I don't want them to attack and then I start losing just a bunch of men and I can't get my men up there quick enough to help them out, back them up. Alright, we do have the general right up here. Luckily he is on horseback, so I can get him out of dangerous situations pretty quickly. Now I'm gonna be playing a little bit more aggressive, gonna push up. I do want to find their other infantry that is out here somewhere. We're gonna really try to lure them into this little path right here, just because we have the hills. Although once they get up to the hill, then they'll realize, oh, all this infantry is just here waiting for us here. Alright, they're gonna making my little push. I'm starting to see them now. They're coming into view. They will be able to see these guys here. They don't know these 2 units are here. Now what I want to do is be able to get them to come to me without them realizing my other infantry's over here waiting. Because they know they can take these guys out really easy. I mean, this is basically his army. He really did not have a large army to defend with very overwhelming. But this is the first battle, so I wanted you guys to be able to see how the battles are they're gonna gradually get larger scale. You're gonna have a lot of war machines coming into play, and they have taken the bait and are going to attack my levies here. Hopefully we'll be able to, we will get a few rounds out. Oh, he took one to the head. See, they're charging up. They don't know that I have all of these men lining up getting ready for this assault until they get to about the top of the hill. And then they're going to start realizing, like, oh crap, we are outnumbered. I don't remember if they stop. I do believe, yeah, I was like, I do believe they do stop. But they're just going to go ahead and go with it. They were trying to attack my other levies over here. Ooh. Going straight into my line. And I'm going to try to get them. Usually if they're behind, they will probably hit a few of the men here, so I don't want them directly behind. I'm going to try to get them on the side here so they can be firing.
Yes, Commander.
See, I'm still trying to work against their levies as well because they are still firing and it's going to be doing some damage. Now, with the Roman unit right here, what it is the Romans had a little bit of a, well, they had well organization. They would have times where the front line would pull back, and then so you're constantly fighting fresher rows of men. These men, if they were getting tired, they would fall back behind. And I did bring these other unit back here. They are now getting pinched by 2 sides. They will hopefully break and run. And one of the things that usually I try to do is allow a little gap space. That way they won't decide to fight to the death, and they'll just start, you know, killing as many people as they can before they go down. So I usually try to have a little gap for them to see, like, oh, we can get out through here. But yeah, but as I was saying, what the Romans were doing was that way they would be shifting the line, so they would constantly have the fresher men right in the front, give them a little time of combat, then switch them out. And it was just a great way to constantly have those men that have been kind of, you know, they're still in the fight, but they're resting a while. And I've always thought that was very neat, you know, just the organization that the Romans had. See, I have to give this, but this is their general unit, I believe. So he's usually going to be one of the last ones standing. I have them chasing off their other levies back there. General's just watching on. I could have thrown him into the fight, but have him just cheering on the men. They've held their own. I mean, they're completely seen the rest of their men run away. They see that I still have a lot more men here. I think with the view of this other unit here, they just decided to rout. They're just about to rout. See, I wasn't going to really cover that at the end. I was kind of have it just about out here. But we do have our decisive victory, so we're going to jump back into the campaign. We have a decisive victory, and we do get to decide what to do with the captives. We either release them, we enslave them, or we kill and execute them, basically. I'm going to be generous in this one, and I'm going to go ahead and release them.
Waiting for more orders. Ready for further orders.
Simply because
We hunger
first
for
battle, I'm going to be a little kind here. Now we are going to make him a warrior. This is going to be our warrior general. We will move him closer to the city because this is going to be our main target. And I think that is pretty much all we're going to do in the first turn. Basically what we're going to attempt to do right now is unify Italy. I'm going to go ahead and try to capture these three territories right up here in the north. Carthage will eventually become a major problem to deal with, but as of right now, just want to expand, but also build up my military capabilities. Right now, I want to be able to throw out cavalry into the fields, some more auxiliaries. See, they went ahead and retreated. Going to have to fight them again. They will probably not be happy to see us, but they sacrificed this town up here. We're going to capture it within the next turn. Would have liked to have recruited a few more units, or even gotten rid of some of the units that I do have, which are going to be a lot of these levies. These levies I am not a big fan of. So I want to upgrade the town. Go ahead and do that. I don't expect there to be a lot of joy here. Alright, we can go ahead and capture this town. They do have a little bit of a force, but we do overwhelm them, and I will go ahead and fight this one as well. Won't fight all the battles, but just because this is the first video, I'm going to go ahead and fight a few of these. Alright, we're now attempting to invade the city.
Why do they have to go to war against
General's
us?
going to stay speech.
Do they never realize that they will die unloved by their gods? That their wives and children will suffer in slavery? Well, let's do it.
What a speech. Encouraging the men on. Now this is going to be to capture the city. They do not have no walls, which is good for me. because otherwise I would have had to taken time to build siege equipment. But the one thing I noticed in the battle that I thought was actually pretty funny is they had the Roman banners already up. I mean, it was already, I guess even they knew we're gonna lose. Let's just go ahead and have the Roman banners up. But all right, we're gonna be jumping into this battle here. I do have the levies again in the front, kind of having them as a sacrificial unit here. I am planning to disband them, but as of right now, they're gonna be more of the riskier part. I'm hoping they deal enough damage to them, you know, throwing the javelins, then they get taken out. I'm gonna try to have them up here in the front, try to lure them through here because they're positioned here that it's very narrow. And I mean, we would do very well, but I'd rather have them come to me and then fight them off one by one at a time, or however they decide. I always usually play more defensively than aggressively, it would seem. Probably have these two units move around the side here. That way, if they do, hopefully what I want them to do is come down this way, and have these guys start throwing their javelins over. There's a little path here to get a little closer. I can take them down this route over here. That's really what I'm gonna try to do as the battle progresses into. Again, I'm gonna be walking my units to the front. Do not want them to get tired. Thankfully, they are also very experienced men. Alright, we're gonna start pushing forward a little bit. Again, what I want them to do is run out of the city. So I'm gonna have these two stay out here because he's gonna run anyway, so hopefully they'll be throwing while he's running away because he can't. And we're getting hit.
Happy to serve Rome.
Don't know if you guys have managed to see that. They have their slingers here. These guys are going to be throwing rocks. I don't know if you can really see it. There we go. Oh, there you go, there you go. There we all have them. Getting ready. Throwing the rocks. Got the cavalry moving. And this is not going to go well for this unit at all. These guys... I actually feel pretty bad that I did that, but... they did manage to get the cavalry to move forward. I mean, I did say I have more of a sacrifice unit, but yeah, I still feel bad about losing my men. I will send them reinforcements right now. They will wipe out this unit. It looks like they're already breaking the run, routing. And they're gonna go ahead and attack this other unit. I will send help. I am not a complete ass. I will send this unit to go and help them out. Because this unit is gonna get caught out here. Beautiful throw. I rather did enjoy that. Now you see, I finally implemented my plan. I'm gonna have these guys out here, but what I was not paying attention to was that they were getting hit this whole time because these are slingers. They have a lot more range than my javelins do. So I wasn't really paying attention there. I was forming up my plan here, which is what I wanted them to do: funnel them in, attack them from all three sides, which is exactly what they ended up deciding to do. Oh, okay, I finally did notice this. I eventually did notice, and I sent them closer to wherever they can do damage. I let them throw their javelins, and now we're charging forward, attacking them from the three sides. You have a couple of them coming out as porcupines, and we managed to take them out, send them running. The only ones remaining are going to be their slingers. We managed to take out the cavalry out here as well.
Engage! Advance! Legio Parati!
Now, they don't really have a chance at this point. Right now, when it got to this point, it was already over. Once I got them into that little pincer up here, encircled them, basically, I just basically had these guys here just to distract their slingers, just so they're not shooting into the soldiers over here on this side. And I'm just gonna chase them on out of the city, because they will not do well on hand-to-hand combat. So their best bet is to run away, and that is exactly what they're gonna do.
Advance at speed! In the name of Rome!
I'm not even too sure. I don't even believe I catch up to them. It looks like actually I did though. I was trying to get these guys up here in the front because they are quicker, but we are chasing them out of the city. I think I decided not to even bother with these guys because, I mean, it was already pretty much over. They have nowhere else to run. Once they get out of the city, they're basically gonna end up captured. Alright, I guess we're gonna jump back into the campaign. Alright, we did have another victory and we have the first conquest of the campaign. Now again, we get to decide what we're gonna do, whether we just occupy it, whether I allow the men to go ahead and loot, or I just raze it to the ground and just destroy and cause mayhem. Again, I'm going to be a little bit merciful and we'll just occupy, will not allow the men to raid. But that is just for this one. I fully intend to... Okay, we'll go with the Field of Mars. I do eventually want to have here in Rome a regular barracks, and over here it's gonna be an auxiliary. I really don't have the means to do anything else. Within a turn or two, I'll probably go ahead and curve around to invade the other town. I'm gonna make them formidable fighters. I don't believe I can recruit anybody. I want to start building a really like more experienced force, more better trained, rather than the levies and basically the peasant warriors. I'd rather have more disciplined army. Probably won't try to get maxed out armies right now. Probably get like the best troops, smaller armies. But that way I won't be spending as much money putting together these massive armies, and most of the time I probably won't even need like the extra man. Maybe I might be wrong. Go ahead and see how this campaign progresses. Supply reforms. Alright, we got the first research done. Probably should go with some civil reforms. This is in Rome. The regular barracks. Let's increase the happiness here.
Ready for orders.
I really don't want these guys. I'd rather leave these guys. And I'm not even crazy about these three. Might spend two. Just because I've never really been crazy about them. They break so quickly. I mean, they're good for these first few battles, but other than that, I'm not too crazy. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and march the army around this next coming turn. Hopefully capture the next city, then save up a little bit of money to build another army to be able to attack these 3 territories on the top with two armies. That's kind of the current plan I'm trying to decide on. But I also have to remember to keep these areas happy because this one's not in really good standing. There is a shortage of food. Let's see. That is never good. Let's see. Well, farming. That's gonna take away more food. You know what? Expand that so I can build more food.
Ready for
I
battle.
will start to suffer losses.
Commander. Waiting for more orders.
Now here they're gonna start taking away from this area, so. But I need to start dealing with the food crisis. Let's go ahead and save up to build. To be able to build the fields for the farming to get more food. First, and then I'll go ahead and worry about upgrading all these cities. The biggest excitement point that I'm getting is when we go into Gaul, which is France, actually. That is the part where I'm getting excited about, because those battles are always insane. They always usually have outnumber us, and wow, they decided to attack. Good reason too. 4, 5, 6 spear units now.
Fall back!
It won't go well in my
Finding
favor.
shelter.
I will actually probably have to recruit a few more. Because they do have 2 cities right now. This is their main one now. And then they have the other one that is an island. Actually, didn't think he would have enough money to. Yes, I know about the shortage. Okay, that's gonna take a turn. Won't build that.
Ready for battle.
But I do need to come over here to recruit more troops.
Are you ready to serve Rome?
Oh wow, I can actually record. That is a lot of men, but that's okay. Ammunition. Battering ramp. I don't think I need that in these first couple of battles. But I do need to start getting these fields going, because I'm going to start losing men in my own territory because I can't feed them. And if I have them in the enemy territory, I mean, at least they'll be fed. They'll go out there and kind of scavenge around or just loot from different people, farms and everything. But that needs to be dealt with quickly if I want to progress in the campaign. Looks like they're actually coming after me. And they have more spears.
Retreat! Destination reached.
Great. That's gonna slow down my recruitment. By another turn. to
At
capture
your
it.
command.
If they would actually let me recruit Chariot. These are actually veteran soldiers. These are kind of the first line, and then you slowly progress into the next guys, and then following the veterans. These guys have been, you know, fighting.
Rome
Oh, wait.
needs good fighters.
One more turn.
Ready for battle.
Okay. I do want some more cavalry. Can I recruit an extra one? Let's go ahead. 120, upkeep 140. Just go with that for now. Is there anything I can build down here?
Commander.
Civil. Just make you into a market. Whoa. Okay, let's go and wait. I forgot I was gonna wait for that because I'm still trying to get the farming going. So that really does help, but I need one more turn. We're gonna recruit quite a bit of people in this next turn, so. But I'm feeling like they're gonna plan an invasion soon. They also are recruiting a pretty significant army. But I'll have my cavalry, which is something I'm always excited to have. Always have to have them hit the line and then use the cavalry to attack the flank, so I'm excited to have them in the army coming up. Finish off these guys here, and okay, so I should be able to get my army recruited up for this turn. I really thought they were gonna attack me on that. Research complete. Yeah, I know. I know. I don't have enough food to feed everybody. Economy, philosophy, construction. Let's see, this was a +4 food, +7. At least it's smaller, but I do need the food. Alright, so we're looking at 10 units.
We
I got
hunger for
14. Let's go ahead and fight this battle. This is still have the advantage here. More units, some more experienced soldiers. Go ahead and fight this one. Alright, we have the dry weather conditions, so I'm gonna go ahead and just jump into. I'm not gonna wait a day or two.
We have a proud tradition of courage, honor,
Alright, jumping
and
into the
bravery
third
to
battle.
match.
They have
And I know
invaded
that
our
you will not be
lands.
found wanting. Now, the hour approaches. Make ready.
I didn't mean to cut off the general. I feel a little bad that I did. They have invaded our lands. This is going to be a little bit more of a riskier battle. I mean, I do outnumber them, I believe, but it's a little bit of a larger scale battle. So, I mean, I still don't have all the equipment that I would like to have later on, but we do have the new addition, which is going to be the cavalry, which I am extremely excited for. I do love having cavalry in my army. And I'm excited for the new addition, the Principes. They're going to be very heavy melee infantry. These are a little bit more well-trained men. Not to say that these are not well-trained, but these are usually going to be made up of a lot of the newer recruits, and then you're going to have the Principes. Then you have the Triaries, which are going to be the veterans, the spears. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see how this battle goes. I'm gonna try to have them hit the lines, and whatever units are not being hit, hopefully on the flanks, are gonna curve inward, slowly start crushing the enemy. But I mean, you just don't know for sure how it's gonna play out, but I'm hoping that's gonna end up what's happening. But I'm excited to use the cavalry. Always enjoyed using the Roman cavalry. Well, just a lot of the Roman units in general. I mean, we're gonna have war dogs later. We're gonna have a lot of artillery as well. So coming battles are just gonna be getting larger scale and with a lot more equipment, a lot more things going on. And of course, I want to have these guys up front first. We have lost 2 of the levies. We're down to 1.
In the name of Rome.
I did say I use them more as a sacrificial, kind of use them as the bait to lure the enemy army where I want them to go, but yeah, still never too quite thrilled about sacrificing my soldiers in such a way. Getting ready, still trying to see what the enemy is going to do. I'm never too sure. Of course, I am facing the computers, so they usually tend to stay bunched up. I will also have the cavalry on the flanks, because once the enemy hits the line, if everything goes as planned, the cavalry's gonna swing around and just do hit and run. We have my line going. Got our little hand here. I thought I had as the eagle as the little for the little banners here, but guess I do not. Alright, we're getting a little bit closer. I'm still trying to bait them in. That is really the main reason I'm using these guys in, kind of a bait. Same plan again. These are gonna stay on the sides, fire as the other unit runs. What I should have done is had the levies be the bait unit here. They do not have any type of missile infantry, so and a couple of throws here. These guys are armored, but we did manage to get a kill. And they're running, and hopefully these 2 are able to get some kills. But they do have their shields up. That's always one of the things I'm worried about. Hopefully get them behind the line. The men are going to start getting ready for the hit. There they go, getting ready. Everybody's getting ready. Start firing. Gonna hit the line, and we did actually have the levies get hit, and I'm in a position to help, but I kind of did what I said I was and left them out there. I'm making my maneuvers here to hit the flanks. They are attacking the side, which is not ideal either, but also moving my cavalry. I don't know if you can see on the other side, got the cavalry moving in. Actually, the levies are actually holding out a lot longer than I expected them to. Just because it's heavy spear infantry versus levies, they are getting ready to break. Cavalry's moving into position. I'm going to send them in for the first charge. We'll have them ready here. And that is just beautiful. We'll not leave them there to fight. It's just going to be hit and run, hit and run. Just need to break the enemy. I don't want them to get tied down in a fight. We have lost our levies. I'm not sure if they all died. No, they did not all die, but they are running away. With 17 men survived of the 90 that started with us. Still trying to break them here. They are putting up one hell of a good fight. I have to give it to them. Getting the next ones ready to surround them. Did not get the charge I wanted, but still they are going to be fighting now on two fronts. Oh, what was going on here was he actually decided to chase my cavalry, and he would have a massive advantage against my cavalry since he is a spear unit. So I'm attempting to use my my missile infantry over here to kind of distract him, so that way I can use the cavalry again. But the battle is going as I had wanted. We are able to hit them on their flanks here. Moving slowly, keeping the lines organized. Now their spears are going to attempt to attack my missiles here, which I actually really I wanted them to do. And now we're gonna have the melee cavalry coming in. They're already breaking a run. Beautiful execution there. I'm attempting to do the hit and run tactics. We already did win the battle. It is pretty much just a mop up at this point. I think their general is the only one staying here, but nope, he's even breaking and running. Right now, I'm trying to decide what to do. I believe I'm going to decide to continue the attack. You do get an option to, once you win the battle, once the enemy has broken and run, to either continue attacking, which is right now I'm basically just taking prisoners. The more of them right now that I get, the less I'm gonna have to fight another day. So the only reason I decided to continue the battle. I could have ended the battle and let them continue to run, but since they had put this army together, it was kind of like, well, do I want to let them leave, or do I want to start catching some prisoners now? So right now the cavalry I'm going to be using for what I love to use cavalry for is kind of mop up and run down running soldiers. The only thing I was not really paying attention to, and I had completely forgotten, is that my general is on horseback, and I do have him kind of just sitting here when he could be helping to run down these enemies. So right now we're just kind of finishing up everything. They really don't stand a chance. The army is broken and run. I mean, they are tired. They have been fighting while these horses are still fresh and ready to go. And I mean, they're just not going to outrun the horse. See, they pretty much wiped out this unit, sending them against their next target. We'll do this one in slow motion just because I want to see the impact. And we have a couple of them dropping. Go back to regular speed. These charges are just beautifully done. I mean, I really have to give it to the companies that all work together to put this out. So I have a couple of units here running around. I do eventually decide to send the general. I don't know why it took me that long to remember, like, hey, I do have another unit of cavalry, my general unit. I should send them out to actually do some combat. Finish mopping them up and have this other unit coming in. Of course, they're all cheering. They're on the winning team, winning side right now. Go ahead and do another slow motion charge. And you just have to feel for these guys. They are running, they have just lost, and they are now being run down by this cavalry. He didn't even look like he wanted to fight. He looks like he's just like, hey, leave me alone. Hey. Everybody's getting dropped. Yeah, you just gotta run. I don't even know exactly how he went down. Got the other unit coming in to help him finish him off. 2 units met, but I think they've already wiped it. Nope. And one right here. Surrounded. And down he goes. I don't see any more. Oh, I did right here. See the last man standing. Oh, he's attempting to stab. And then down he goes with another decisive victory. Alright. Alright, we did have a victory over them. Now they did come and invade us. I mean, it was previously their territory, but they attempted it, so I'm going to go ahead and kill them.
Make haste, men! Ready for battle!
I did not appreciate them making a play and for my territory here. I'm going to go ahead and finish off this. Not going to be very much of a battle, so we'll auto this one here. We'll have them very aggressive. And I'm going to go ahead and kill the captives again.
Commander.
Now there is no army in the city, so I'm going to go ahead and push to capture the city. In 3 turns we're going to be able to further increase our food. Now that we're dealt with the shortage. Let's go ahead and make you a market. Let's get an artillery camp, why not? I did want one up here, but that's gonna have to wait. Alright. Do have my spy, but I'm gonna send her to start scouting out the enemy
Swift
further
and
north.
silent, a shadow among shadows. There is more I
They
can
do have a see. These are gonna be the fun battles. They are gonna usually outnumber my armies, but they're just not heavily armored. And so, due to the organization with the army, the Romans, and everything, they are crazy fun battles. Not too much going on out here, but I mean, we're gonna capture the next city. They do have one more city across the water, but that's just gonna have to take a couple of turns before I plan to invade there, because I really do want to push up north. Not too crazy about taking the little island. That island's always been a problem in the past with a lot of rebellion.
We hunger for
Go ahead and move into the city. This one actually has an army plus a garrison force. This one could be interesting. We can go ahead and fight this one. We are not at full strength, as you can see, but let's jump right into it. Okay, so we do have some rain. I'm gonna have to wait a day or two. Don't really want to deal with that dry. All right, we're jumping into another battle. We're gonna attempt to take the city.
On the defensive, on our terms, not theirs. This gives us the advantage, and I will use it to the full. Follow orders, and we will soon sweep them from the field. This is a good
General said his speech. We do have a few of the levies left. 17 men that ran away have managed to survive to fight another day. Will they survive this battle?
Advance at speed.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Legio Parati. Follow me.
I have to give it to them too, even as lasting as long as they did in the last battle, being having that they fought 2 spear units on their own. Alright, we're gonna attempt to capture this city. I'm going to attempt to attack on 3 sides here. I'm gonna try to get 1 unit down this way, another one around, and then another group is gonna come in this way. So they'll have to fight on 3 fronts, which is what I want to do, because these units should be able to hold their own, and I do have a large enough army to split them up into groups. And the exciting part is that I do have my cavalry, which are awesome. Oh, that is exactly what I was looking. I was looking for this group right here. 53 out of 60. So they did take a couple of losses. This unit as well. Alright, you're gonna be sending them in. Kind of a little recon now. I don't think I'm going to be doing the same plan as I've been doing, just because I'm trying the 3-pronged attack here, 3 different locations. I know of the past several battles I've had it where I have the 3 units in front, pull 1 forward, and then fall back, and no, this one's going to be a little bit different.
Everyone's scared. The trick is
I do feel bad for these guys. 17 out of the 90 they started with. The other 2 units that they started with are also gone. But they've proven themselves. They really have. I already do know they have a few units over here. Still trying to get into position. I haven't split up my 3 separate groups yet. Still was trying to get my battle plan in order. Again, trying to keep the cavalry safe until I really need them. Levi's in the front lines yet again.
In service to Rome.
Again, this is what I wanted to do, is get 3 groups in position with these guys as leading the way, with just so I can be able to see the enemy. I want to be able to know where they're at.
On me. For Rome.
Now I'm starting to divvy up my army in 3 groups. Got the first group here, second group, and then the third group. Along with the cavalry, going to be hitting over here. It may take a little while to get here, so I might go ahead and fast forward just to the part where we're going to be getting a little bit into the action. This is just going to be a lot of marching right now. I'm slowly starting to see them pop up. Go ahead and go from here, or maybe not, but you know, it's fine. We're gonna start seeing the plan develop here. We're gonna try to again get them to start firing, supported by some infantry.
Quick march! March!
Did want to get the battle underway even before I got the third group into position, but once I realized they were all here, I just figured might as well just push forward. And I will be moving the, well, I already have moved the cavalry up into a new position, keeping them hidden from view. Getting everybody in the new positions.
Quick march! We obey!
At speed!
Try to get the fighting underway.
Marching order! I've seen graveyard whores 3 days in the name of war about them than you! Etienne!
Taunting the enemy. So it begins.
At speed!
Levy's yet again at the front of the fight, sending in the reinforcements.
Double time!
See, I have another little area here to funnel them into.
Quick march!
Sending in their cavalry first. I know I'm gonna plan to send my cavalry out once the spears get away. So right now they're kind of just absorbing a lot of shots. Moving in, the third group's now moving in to attack. These guys simply have to hold off until that third group gets into position. There we go, moving in the cavalry.
At speed!
Now this unit, I'm going to try to get them to circle around to be fighting them on several different areas here.
Follow me!
You have to love the cavalry charges.
Advance! Charge!
Beautiful.
Advance at speed!
See, they should be able to hold here enough, just enough time to get me to get this other group, third group into the fight. Got the 2 units. Do have one in reserve. I could send them down here around, but I'm gonna wait because I do know I have these units coming around and that my third group is freed up now.
Glory awaits!
So I am excited for that.
At speed!
I'm gonna be moving all 3 into position now to attack.
Advance at speed! Engage! At the double!
This other one I'm gonna have basically block off this entrance here. I do not want them to coming back in here while these guys are here capturing this point. This is the point that we need in order to really claim victory. I mean, we still do have to wipe them out, but
Quickly now!
while we're holding this point, they're gonna want to come back to defend it. Their general is going to break and run. We're just gonna free up the third group to move in.
Advance at speed!
Double time!
At the double!
Advance at speed!
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and charge them in.
Charge!
Gonna be sending in the Principes to charge into that other group.
Quick march!
Getting ready to charge these guys in as well.
Engage!
So my plan worked out, and we will claim the victory. We did have another victory, and we will be taking the city. I'm just gonna occupy it as well because I do want to keep the population happy. Not only did we capture one of the other cities, we have united the Italy right here at the bottom, so I will be able to issue out an edict. And usually with these, I tend to do the food and public order because I really do want to keep a lot of them happy, and I want to keep them under, you know, my control. Let's go with leader civil. Oh no, I know I'm building some other ones, so we'll just go ahead and
At
wait
your
on that.
command.
But I do have another slot open. Make you an infantry commander. I will go ahead and disband these guys. I've never been a big fan of them. I do want one more. Let's go down to Principes. Yeah, I think we're okay for right now. I think we'll be fine. I will have to deal with over here next. Looks like they are getting a little bit of a navy together. I, on the other hand, do not. Huh.
Yes.
I actually do not have a lot of.
Assembling the fleet.
I will go ahead and start working on a fleet over here. And why not another small army? Let's see. Have to be careful also with this because I did not show this earlier, but we do have a little political aspect to the game. We are the House of Julii, 36% influence right now, so we do have a good, but there are other houses that do have a lot of influence as well. We do want to make sure that we stay on top. And doing this has a lot of, you know, plus and minuses. Like we can attempt to steal a general, marry him off. But I don't see any other really good general because this main general is actually this guy over here. Got him a promotion. He's been winning battles. We'll try to just, you know, keep control mainly with the family. Alright, what was I gonna, oh, I was gonna build another force. That's what I was gonna do. Really don't want the other houses getting any political favor for winning battles, so
It is a great and glorious thing to die for Rome.
go ahead and make another small army, which I'll use to invade the island, and then bring them back after securing the island. Hopefully it all goes well. Don't know if I'll be able to capture all 3 locations, like I said at the beginning of the video, just because it's just gonna take some time and planning. The next couple of battles pushing forward are gonna be larger battles, a lot more men on the field, and actually they're pushing forward. Oh, I don't have a chance.
We will
That I
return.
won't risk anyway.
Drop anchor.
Hopefully they're not invading, but it actually looks like they are going to invade in the next coming turn, which is not very ideal. Research done. Now they want me to research for sieges. Don't think I'm gonna have a lot of siege battles coming up. Oh no, it's just mainly the Navy.
Commander. Fleet reporting. We're going to need a bigger fleet. At your command.
That we will.
Are you ready to serve Rome?
Hopefully I won't need a large force. Alright, let's see here. Who is the faction up here? They're actually by themselves. These are all actually 3 different factions. I should have known that. Did not know that. Okay. I do want to keep
Enter,
you.
friend, and speak. We surely have much to discuss, and perhaps much to agree.
This option is used to
They don't seem like they're all too for that, so. Sparta has no ports. Let's try with Athens.
For the sake of friendship that has been and friendship to come, greetings. Now,
There
let
we
us
go.
seek wisdom together.
They aren't gonna go for it either. Maybe if I sweeten it by offering them some money. Nope. Okay, so apparently they're not very too interested.
Ready for battle.
Okay.
Make
So
haste,
we
men.
might plan the invasion
You have
a
further
little
orders?
sooner than even I thought. Where is that auxiliary? Oh, in 2 turns then it'd be built. Okay, I probably should take a look at these provinces. Really haven't put too much. +3. No, go ahead and wait on it. I'm gonna probably make these civil more than military. I don't intend to allow myself to get invaded, but it has happened. So we're working on the invasion force, and we're gonna start preparing to push forward north. Don't know if I really will be able to. I do think it's gonna take a lot more time. But if we can get one more battle in, then that'd be good with me. Already moving one army, my main army, to the front. Still working on recruiting for the next one. We already had a good couple of victories. Trade agreement.
We have fine goods, and you doubtless have much that we would find desirable.
Let's do a
So,
counter offer.
are we to have trade?
He's not gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm not going up north to trade with you. I have other plans. Probably plans you're not too excited for.
At your service,
I actually don't see an army here.
swift and silent as a
They
shadow.
have one, but that's a different
Is there
faction.
nothing else?
We hunger for battle.
Are these his allies?
Besieging
Alright, so we're
settlement.
jumping in to capture this territory.
Siege to the settlement.
They really don't have anything. I don't think it'd even be worth the fight. So I might not even fight this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and auto-resolve this and capture this. Like I said, if there are battles that really are just completely out of the favorite, one side I probably won't fight them.
At your command.
But we already pushed forward into the enemy's territory. I will go ahead and make this one. See if we can do grain pit. A lot of army replenishment. I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, well we made one good push north. I guess I'm gonna have to wait till the next video, and then I'll go ahead and
Soldiery. It's a good life.
and complete my invasion over here, and then we will take the next few settlements up here north. Until next time, guys, thank you.